All right, this is Addison coming to you from the Shop Community Space in downtown Angier. I'm here with Dan. I always do that with Dan Simon from Dan Simon Solutions, and he's actually the first one to join the shop after the ribbon cutting, much to Chet's dismay.
I beat him.
Yep. He was a little upset about that, but. Dan, I'm looking at your website, Dan Simon Solutions. Unleash your potential, live intentionally, and be the face of positive change in both your private life and professionally. Take the exact steps you need confidently and powerfully. Deliver your knowledge by working with purpose and having a solid plan. Build a great life for all the right reasons. So that's the message. Tell us about it.
Thanks, Addison. It's taken me a long time to, I guess, accept that some of the gifts that God gave me were helping people be better at whatever it is that they do, whatever they were called to. And so the majority of my life was spent in education, 30 plus years in both public, private, faith-based, charter education as a teacher, advisor, coach, school leader. Everywhere I ever was, right, the message was always when I left that the culture wasn't the same. Right? This means this way of just communicating with people, connecting with people, and bringing out the best in them. And for a lot of time, people were saying you should really go and just open your own business, coach, consult, and speak and motivate. And it's kind of like, yeah, it's I don't know. This is the only world I know is this world of education and and structure in this way. And God really, I tell you, I think He really used COVID for me in a way to just start looking at what else there could be. And for me, it's about building connections with people. Asking questions, trying to really hear their heart. There isn't when I do coaching and counseling and working with clients, it's never about a formula. It's never about a template. It's never about follow this 6-step program and you find your way. It's always about tell me your pain points. Like what's going on in your life that that you're not satisfied? Where are you not finding fulfillment? Is it on the personal life? Job is good, but home life is a mess. Is it home life's great, but you're not there enough because you're working so much? It's finding all that balance. I raised 6 kids with a partner. My wife and I have been together for almost 33 years, 34 years now. We have 6 grandchildren, 7th grandchild on the way. And all of our kids, their families now are starting to model much of that same idea of trying to find that balance, communicate. And so just my business is about helping people find that sweet spot, finding out how you can, yes, you have to make a living and you have to, you have to have something other than work.
Correct.
To keep you going. And people sometimes just don't know how to do that. So that's really where I open up. I'm really focused on life transitions right now. I'm between a lot of the work that I'm doing, whether it be with adolescents. A lot of my work is in adolescence with college career and calling, advising, helping them get to what's the next step. But I also work as kind of a life coach, if you will, with young parents, particularly guys that are just really struggling to figure out. They're just stuck. I'm even doing transition with teaching at Campbell University's Second Chance Initiative with the prison programs, the men's and women's program, and in the correctional centers, and just trying to help them look at what could be next in life and how to make life better in that next season. So I'm just grateful. We've been here in Angier now for 3 years. Came from New Jersey. Don't hold that against me, okay?
No.
And it's
not your turnpike.
It's been amazing. So I'm finally branching out. I think 3 years settling in now, and I think I want people to know about what I do, and it would be a blessing to serve in any way that I can.
Yeah, it's actually pretty crazy what COVID has done to people. It kind of you looked inside and said, "Hey, this is what I'm good at. Let's go for it." And I never thought I'd be owning a podcast studio in downtown Angier. Right? I was a body shop boy. You know what I mean? So it's really great to see the progress and how things have changed, and I'm excited for you and what you're doing. That's a big step. You just said you were just at the prison for 3 hours talking and coaching with inmates and stuff like that. And
yep.
That's a big step.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah. I love it. I mean, and again, people ask me all the time about, that ideal client, that avatar. Who is it who's sitting across from me? I'm like, well, they kind of look different depending on, the mode. I mean, my whole career has been with adolescents, and I have a real gift in communicating and connecting with adolescents. But now that I'm in this season, in my life, I mean, look, let's face it. I mean, I'm only 54 years old, right? I mean, I'm 30-something years in the business, married over 30 years, 6 kids, 7 grandkids. I mean, that's a lot in 54 years, and I still have a lot of time and energy and passion to serve in a way that I feel God's called me, which is to help other people find some success in places that they struggle too. So I really, I've taken a little bit of a leap of faith in doing this and kind of getting out of the comfort zone. But if that's what I'm encouraging other people to do, right, then I kind of got to model it myself.
Practice what you preach,
that's right,
man.
That's right. Walk the walk, talk the talk. All
That's
those
right.
expressions.
Well, Dan, man, I'm super excited to have you here at the shop. And if anybody wants to, find out what you do, dig deeper into what you give out, how can people find that out?
Well, I tried to make it really easy, Addison. The website is dansimonsolutions.com. And my email is dan@dansimonsolutions.com. If you go there, you'll see the different ways in which I work with people. A lot of one-on-one, small groups. It can be speaking engagements. It can be, again, private sessions, whatever that looks like. Adolescents, adults. Essentially, it's kind of, again, trying to figure out what that pain point might be. So if somebody wants to have that conversation, there's a contact me right on the website. There's also a lot of testimonials on there because I think anybody can say that they've done things. But over the years, I've been blessed to have a lot of impact on a lot of people, and they were gracious enough to share a lot of those testimonials, and that's on the website as well. So I think if you just go to dansimonsolutions.com, you'll see what you need to see there. And if I can serve in any way, it'd be my pleasure and my heartfelt blessing to do that.
And y'all don't be afraid of that contact me form. It's actually for you, so don't be afraid to fill that out.
Right.
And on that note, if you're curious about the shop and how you can be a part of this and what we're trying to build for everybody here, you can find us at www.theshopspace.us. Drop us a message there, message us on Facebook, and fill out that contact me because we'll be in touch shortly. And it's going to be an amazing journey for a lot of people, a lot of small business owners, and we're happy to be a part of it. And I'm glad you're here to be a part of it as well, man. Thanks for coming in. And
thanks for having me.
For Dan Simon Solutions and the Shop Community Space, Andrew, catch y'all next time.
Thanks all.
Later.